Hi students, myself Payal Christie and you can subscribe my channel on YouTube for more videos. And today we are going to continue with Standard 11th Commerce, subject English, from the Hornbill book, the poem The Voice of the Rain, written by Walt Whitman, part 2. So dear students, in the part 1 we have seen that the conversation between the poet and the rain. And when the poet asked the question to the rain that who are you? The rain answers, I am the poem of the earth. Now that meaning we will study deeply today. Why the rain says that I am the poem of the earth. And we have also seen that the rain has a very great importance on this earth. The rain says that when it falls on the earth, the whole scenario of the earth changes. It purifies and beautifies the globe. And second thing, the rain also tells that this earth is my origin, because we have seen that the water evaporates and goes up in the sky, and then it forms clouds, it cools down, and again the vapor, they fall down in the form of rain. So dear students, we know that rain is very much important for the survival of each and every human being on this earth. Now let's see further. And all that in them without me were seeds only latent unborn. And so what is the rain saying that here? Without me, everything on the globe, means on this earth, were only seeds. They were latent. Now latent means they were sleeping and unborn, or in other words we can say hidden. Okay, what is the meaning of latent? Latent means hidden. Now what is unborn here? The seeds did not germinate. So the rain is saying that without water the seeds were sleeping and the plants did not germinate. We know that for the germination of the plants, water is required. So the rain tells that without me, these seeds were sleeping under the ground and the plants did not germinate. So here also the importance of water is shown, that the plants would not germinate without rainfall. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it. So forever, whether it is day or night, I give back life to my own origin. Please remember this thing. Now what is the meaning of this sentence, dear students? What is the origin of rain? It is the bottomless sea and the land. The main origin of the water or the rain is the bottomless sea, means a very vast sea, and the land. That is the globe. From the globe only water is originating and moving towards the sky. Yesterday also we saw that from the earth the water originates and it moves towards the sky and then again falling back to the globe itself. So that is why the rain is telling that I give back life to my own origin. Now please remember this thing. Whenever it is asked to explain this line, then how we are going to explain it? That from the globe, the main origin of the rain is globe. Okay, so from the globe only water is originating and moving towards the sky, and then again it is falling back to the globe itself. And that's why the rain is telling that I give back life to my own origin. Now what else it does? The rain, okay, it purifies it and beautifies it. It purifies and beautifies the globe. So the water is helping the globe to be purified by falling and cleaning. And then it also beautifies, because beautiful plants and trees, they arise with the help of the water. As I told you before also, that whenever there is rainfall, the whole scenario of the earth changes. Okay, it purifies the earth, it beautifies the earth by having beautiful plants, and the trees also grow with the help of water. The seeds that were sleeping will be born, that is, it will germinate, and then they will become into beautiful plants, trees, and give nice flowers and fruits. So the whole scenario of the earth will change. First of all, whenever there will be rainfall, what will happen? The seeds that were sleeping, they will germinate, means they will born and they will germinate, and then they will become into beautiful plants, trees, and give nice flowers and fruits. So that is why the rain is telling, I give back life to my origin and make it pure and more beautiful. So the water vapor, it rises from the globe, from the earth, it goes up in the sky, it falls in the form of rain, and it gives back life to the origin and make the earth more pure and beautiful. So dear students, water is needed to support life, and it is also necessary to beautify the whole globe. For song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. Now just pay attention in the last stanza. Now you can see that this stanza is not in a paragraph form. Now here the poet has expressed his feelings. He has compared his poem with rain here, and this thing we will come to know in this last part. That means it is not the part of conversation between the poet and the rain. So up till now we saw that there was a conversation between the poet and the rain, but this last part, so that is not a conversation going on between the poet and the rain. So what is the poet trying to tell us? Just pay attention here. For some issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. So here the poet is comparing rain to a poem. So now what is a comparison, or what is a similarity between the rain and the poem? Both of them have cycles. Now remember one thing, that the rain and the poem, both of them have cycles. That means you know about the water cycle. We have discussed priorly also about it, about the water cycle and how the rain is formed and all that we have studied priorly also. The rain arises from the bottomless sea and goes up to the sky to form the clouds, and again comes back to that earth in the form of rain. So there is a cycle. This is called a cycle. In the same way, any poem or a song also has a cycle. Now what is a cycle? Where is it originating? Where does it come from? So a song or a poem. Now we are going to study about the cycle of a song or a poem. A song or a poem is written by any poet. So that is the place of origin. So that is the original place of the song or a poem where a poet writes this thing. And after writing the poem or a song, then what happens? As we know that once it is written, it goes to the people. It is read by the people. People come to hear or read about it. And then most of them appreciate it and some do not appreciate it. So we know that whenever there is any achievement or whenever we write something, so it is taken in a positive way also and negative way also. So whenever a poet writes a poem, it is not compulsory that it is appreciated by everyone. So then we can say that most of them appreciate it and some do not appreciate. So that is what the poet is saying here, wrecked or unwrecked. Please remember these two words, wrecked or unwrecked. So here wrecked means some damage is caused and unwrecked means no damage caused. So after reading the poem, the appreciation comes back to the poet. That means it returns in the form of love to poet. So the one who appreciates the poem, so that is written in the form of love to the poet. So you can see that how there is a cycle for the poem also. So this is a similarity between the rain and the poem. So now you understood, dear students, why the rain is calling itself as a poem of the earth. Because just like a poem, the poem also has its origin and the rain also has its origin. So because just like a poem, how it has a cycle. Similarly, the rain also has a cycle. It starts from its birthplace, that is the globe, goes up, then it comes down to its origin of life. So similarly, the poem also has a cycle. So that is why the rain is calling itself as a poem of the earth. So whenever this question is asked, you have to explain in this way. So this is the explanation given in these two lines. For song issuing from its birthplace. So the song is originating from its birthplace, that is the poet. So the poet has written this song. When after he writes the poem or a song, then what happens? After fulfillment, that means after he is completing it and reading it and he is feeling happy. After completing his song or a poem, what he does? He reads it and he feels very happy for his achievement. And we have also seen that many poets, they have awarded for their beautiful poems and they have also become famous in the world. So these poets, they are, I can say, they are not much worried about whether their poem is appreciated or not. But once they write their poem and when they read and they feel happy, they are satisfied, that much is only their goal for writing the poem. It should give satisfaction to the poet whenever he writes a poem. It sends it out means wandering. Now he sends this poem or a song out means it's wandering, means it's going here and there. It reaches to the people. They read it. After reading, they wrecked it or unwrecked it. So either they appreciate the poem or they don't. And anyway, whatever, everything comes back to him. All the appreciation comes back to the poet of what he has written. So this cycle is compared to the cycle of the rain. So that is why the rain is calling itself as a poem of the earth. I hope you have understood this poem. Thanks for watching the video and have a nice day.